Hello, my Bill 5000 Nation. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. If not, I hope it gets better from here. We are back with another Nuke's Top 5. Sorry. Excuse me. This one is titled Top 10 Scary Ghost Videos. Mama Can't Save You Now. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. The devil himself was scared of my mama. I ain't worried about shit. My mama got my back. She got that. No worries. All right, this was actually suggested to me by a viewer, and I am actually really excited to get into it. I've really been enjoying the Nukes. I like getting scared. If y'all like getting scared as much as I do, please turn them lights down low, put on something comfy, cuddle up with someone special. Let's get spooky.
Highway horror. It's 4 in the morning and truck driver William Church is driving down an empty highway just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. He suddenly spots something in front of him that makes his blood run cold. William's truck dashcam records the moment when a translucent figure appears to be standing on the right lane of the highway. The truck driver can't believe his eyes, but he's not the only
I'd swear, put in reverse and hit that son of a bitch.
one who spots the bizarre figure. Sitting next to him in the passenger seat is his truck driving partner, Erica Lake. She is also shocked by the sudden appearance of this strange apparition on the road.
At first, I thought it was a human, and then when you can't really see the face and the top of the body up, I was I wonder what, and then we were thinking about maybe it's a ghost.
I actually twitched the wheel to miss whoever it was.
The highway they are on, Arizona State Route 87, is notorious for its many deadly accidents where countless lives have been tragically cut short.
Of course.
Adding to the mystery, the figure they capture appears to have no upper torso or head. So did the two truckers capture proof of the paranormal? Or just what do you think this is? Let me know.
That poor person. What happened
Bearer
to the top of you?
Bad news. Popular urban explorers Matt and Andy from the YouTube channel Finders Beepers History Seekers are back with another exploration at an abandoned farmhouse in Yorkshire, England. This time they bring along their third team member, a cute little dog named Bear.
No.
They gear Bear up with a GoPro camera and a flashlight, and he starts to
Bear.
roam around the dark abandoned house.
Run, Bear. Don't, man, if a ghost possesses Bear, I'm gonna be really pissed off.
But unlike any of their previous explorations, Bear immediately begins to act very strange. The little dog sniffs around, running from room to room as if he's trying to find something. Finders Beepers History Seekers. And if you're interested,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could see it was like a little bit of his eyeball. His hoodie was pulled over. He was like, I think he was just homeless and needed a place to crash.
to watch Bear's point of view, you can also watch that video over on his own YouTube channel, Beeper Bear. We need scary videos, so if you see a scary video that you think would be great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Do it.
Behind the locked door. This week another mysterious video was shared on the Nukes Top 5 subreddit with no original source. The clip was uploaded by an Arabic repost account on Instagram, but the language spoken in the video is Spanish. But wherever it came from, the footage is truly terrifying. A ball is thrown out of nowhere and a little boy appears behind the cameraman. The boy giggles and then seems to run right through a closed door. Without warning, the horrifying face of a woman seems to lean right out of the locked wooden door, terrifying the filmer. The video then cuts and we have no idea what happens next.
I mean, that's fake as shit, but like that literally scared me so bad I couldn't even scream. Like I was like nothing came out, bro. It was just air, just what the fuck? That was the fakest shit I ever seen in my life, and that scared me so bad though. Oh god, that's awful.
Now, as always, when there's no source, I'm certainly not going to say that this bizarre clip is real, but it's definitely very spooky.
Back and looks at it, bro. Like he was like, you know, like he felt something behind him. You seen that, right? Like that motherfucker looked back. Fuck that shit. Nah, bro.
Whispers in the dark. These next 3 videos were shared by a Reddit user named Luke. Luke claims that ever since he was a child that he would experience terrifying paranormal activity when visiting his aunt's home in Iowa. The creepy old house was built way back in the 1860s. And Luke claims that ghostly events happen so often in the house that his aunt isn't even bothered by them anymore. Now, for the first time in 10 years, Luke decides to return to his aunt's house for a visit. And it did not go well. One night at around 2:30 in the morning, Luke is woken.
It's been 10 years since you come visit us. We got 10 years of shit to spook you with tonight, buddy. Poor guy.
Up by the eerie sound of voices. He quickly grabs his phone and begins to Luke says that he can hear the voice saying, "Who's that guy?" One of Luke's viewers believes that the voice then says, "He was killed over here." Luke says that the whispering in his room became so intense that he left the house and spent the rest of the night sleeping in his car. So, what do you think? Is this real evidence of the paranormal? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Fuck that little ghost kid.
Decide.
I'd been out.
What looks back? This next video shows a group of friends taking a smoke break at an abandoned old house somewhere in the Philippines. A girl in the group quickly gets creeped out and insists that they all return to the car. However, the guys want to take their time, and one of them even decides to pull out his phone and film a bit.
Ay, naku, nasaan na ba tayo? Gusto niyo na.
Ako ba? Lumang pump house to, no? Wala nga. Alam mo, hindi na kita sasama dito. Masyado kang bad
Kasi naman, pwede sa kotse.
Pwede doon. Pag damoy ng nanay ko, hindi na ako papagamitin ng kotse.
Well, it turns out that the girl's creepy feeling about the old decaying house might have been right after all. Because, did you see it? As the cameraman pans around, a horrifying face appears right in front of the lens. The face doesn't look human, with creepy round eyes and thin, pointy teeth. It appears to have no hair, no nose, and it looks like its veins are bulging underneath the skin. In fact, it looks more like some sort of horrifying creature than a person at all.
Like from
Unfortunately, the clip
Lagoon.
suddenly cuts off, leaving us to wonder,
Like a creature from the Black Lagoon or some shit. Like some kind of fishy monster.
just what happened next. But is
Who cares? Run.
it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Who
You
cares? Run.
decide.
That shit.
The Lake Shawnee Amusement Park. Paranormal investigators Dustin and Lisa from the YouTube channel The South Cax 2.0 traveled to the abandoned Lake Shawnee Amusement Park in Princeton, West Virginia. Built in 1926, the small amusement park was not exactly up to modern safety standards. It is estimated that in total 6 people, mostly children, lost their lives here. The
What?
park was eventually closed and left abandoned in 1966. But it is said that even today, the park is severely haunted by the ghosts of its previous visitors. Dustin and Lisa begin their investigation at an abandoned swing ride where a little girl lost her life. Lisa decides to begin what is called a pendulum session, asking questions
My God. Parks are dangerous. Don't go. Fuck it.
of the spirits of the park while dangling a pendulum to see if it will move on its own in response. What happens next is downright creepy.
The little girl that's here.
She hangs it down, and then it starts going like this. And then it starts going so fast where it like starts to raise itself and it starts going like that. Then it smacks you right in the face. If I'm right, I will shit myself right here, right now.
Object that I'm holding. It kind of looks like a necklace, and you're more than welcome to touch it. It just lets me know answers to questions that I ask you. So feel free to answer.
I need one of those damn necklaces that you actually get answers when you ask questions. Like I've asked billions of questions and I don't get answers to half of them.
As much or as little as you would like. Do you like it here at Lake Shawnee? And that's a yes.
Did you see it? While Lisa is asking questions to the spirit of the little girl that passed away on the swing ride, a shadow-like figure can be seen walking from right to left behind the 2 investigators. Dustin and Lisa don't hear or see anyone and continue their investigation not even knowing what they just caught on camera. So could it be that the spirit of one of the child visitors who passed away at the park came out to attempt to communicate with Lisa? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, The South Cax 2.0. Passing through.
It's crazy.
Nuke's Top 5 viewer Ryan McLean emailed us about a scary experience he had after a night out in Texas. So, around 2 in the morning, Ryan is driving back home when he comes to a stop at a railway crossing just as the train passes. But he spots something very unusual just across the tracks.
What the is that? Why does it look like a somebody's standing next to the goddamn car? Am I tripping or like what the is that? The thing is totally
There's just someone standing next to the car.
Okay, what the f?
A dark shadow-like figure can be seen standing and moving around on the other side of the tracks.
Yeah.
Ryan finds it odd that some very large person would just be standing next to a car in the middle of the...
Hey, look, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Sometimes trains are fucking long. And I used to be a very good-sized boy once upon a time. You get a little... If you know that you're going to be there a second, you get out, you stretch, you move around. It's like, oh my God, I can breathe. It happens. It even kind of looked like, he was stretching his legs, you know what I mean?
road. So he begins to record the event with his phone. But he is shocked when whoever or whatever it is simply seems to fade away and just disappear. Ryan says he went over his footage thoroughly, but he's still not completely sure just what he captured. So is this a paranormal event caught on camera? Or just some very strange man staring almost motionless into someone's car at 2 a.m.? It's pretty creepy either way. Out of left field. These next videos were shared to TikTok by poster All Day Everyday 1772. Who owns a small farm in Oklahoma. He says that he and his wife recently moved to their farm and are working hard to transform the land they own into a beautiful harvestable garden and maybe raise some chickens.
Hell yeah.
However, their peaceful plans get derailed when user All Day Everyday comes home from work one night to discover a light on in one of his outdoor sheds.
I just got home from work and my shed light is on. Sorry, I'm spanning the yard just to make sure nobody else is out here. I spoke to my neighbor after that last video, and he said his junior high boys have been pulling pranks on people, so I think it's them. But they don't really have anywhere to go, so I'm gonna bust in here and try and catch them. I don't know what they're doing. Hey! 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 Hey!
The lights flicker on and off, and then seemingly out of nowhere, a dark figure appears in front of the shed's window. User All Day Everyday rushes over to the shed and checks inside, but he finds no one there. Cut to
creepy.
almost 2 weeks later, and All Day Everyday hears loud banging noises coming from another one of his outdoor sheds. What happens next is absolutely terrifying. All Day Everyday sees someone walking around outside the shed. He hurries out to try to catch the trespasser, but just like last time, there's no one there. But when he looks over at his house, he sees something that shakes him to his core. A dark figure seems to walk right into the front door of his home. Now, All Day Everyday calls the police to come and investigate, but no one is found inside the house. So, a couple of days later, late one night, he suddenly hears a loud banging sound coming from his garage. He jumps
What if there's someone living in his fucking walls, people? Like, you know how many of these fucking videos I've seen?
out of bed and goes to check it out. What he finds is truly bizarre.
What is that noise?
No. No. No.
door to the attic is opening and closing by itself, but when he pulls out the ladder and climbs up to investigate, once again, there is just nothing there. TikTok user All Day Everyday says that his next step is to set up cameras in his home. But for now, he has no idea what is happening around his farm and doesn't know what to believe anymore. So what do you think is going on at this small farm in Oklahoma? Did the strange shadow figure stalking the farm somehow enter and take up residence inside the home? Let me know what you think.
It might not be a shadow figure. It might be a real person.
Paranormal investigators Sergey, Nastya, and Dima from the YouTube channel Toppy traveled to a very remote and secluded abandoned mansion in Russia. The large house is incredibly hard to reach, surrounded by a river and only accessible through one bridge, which has collapsed over the years. The investigators came prepared and brought rubber shoe covers to cross the submerged part of the bridge. With all of the trouble it takes to get to the abandoned mansion, it's extremely unlikely that anyone would be at the house, especially in the middle of the night. But soon after the team arrives, they are exploring the second floor of the building and they already experience something weird.
Мне тоже...
Откуда, отсюда или снизу?
Ну вот из комнаты как будто бы.
A loud bang suddenly comes from a room behind them. So they decide to set up a static camera inside this room and light a few candles to try to encourage the spirits to make contact. But while they're arranging their candles, this happens.
Это что, стук был сейчас?
Yeah, I better say you sound like someone. Fuck that.
The eerie sound of someone or something knocking on a door from somewhere in the house can be heard, and the team starts to get a bit freaked out. After lighting 3 candles, they leave the room as the static camera keeps recording. A few minutes later, and the camera captures something disturbing. And now the Toppy team decides to bump things up a notch. Investigator Nastya has brought along a 50-year-old mirror that allegedly can be used to summon spirits. Now, Sergey and Dima head off to
Fucking candle made me shit myself. I literally shit myself because of a fucking candle. Ooh. Like I got the goosebumps. I am chilled up. Like it's been like that this whole fucking video, and I don't know. This like candles made me shit myself.
a different part of the mansion, and Nastya goes into a room all alone and sits in front of the old mirror. What happens next is downright chilling.
Don't do that shit. That's stupid. See? Told you, stupid.
Nastya starts to hear strange sounds just before a dark shape seems to form in the mirror. Nastya now realizes that she might have gone just a bit too far by bringing the old mirror to this very haunted location. She believes that she might have accidentally just summoned a dangerous dark entity. She quickly radios her team members to come back.
Дима, Сергей, приходите. Что-то пошло не по плану, походу.
Что случилось?
So, what do you think this is? Is it a ghost or something more dark and sinister?
Bro.
You can watch this entire investigation.
Fuck that mirror shit, man. Like Bela Lugosi shit. No, fuck you, bro.
And with even more spooky moments over on the YouTube channel, Toppy. Thanks so much for watching. My upload schedule is still, it's...
Alright, I really enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I love that candle, that's a piece of shit. Alright, if y'all enjoyed today's video as much as I did, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and flourish and take over the world. As always, be good to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, and subscribe. Do that thing, because, you know, that helps out just as much as, like, everything else, if not, you know, a lot more, because